the polling stations, but they are moving smoothly. Everybody's getting an opportunity to vote, and hopefully we'll be able to complete the exercise in good time. By and large, we started reasonably early as anticipated, and hopefully with the smooth movement we should have tallying starting on time, or at least around 6 o'clock in quite a few areas. As with an exercise of this size, as I said before, our sit reps will include some of the issues we've encountered, a few minor issues here and there. Majority of them have been resolved consultatively with the aspirants and our officials on the ground, the returning officers and presiding officers. And in all these places, such as Kimilili, voting has continued after issues have been resolved. In particular, I'd like to report on Bungoma County, where the aspirants have worked with our officials to resolve most issues. The one area where we experienced a challenge was Mount Elgon constituency, which we touched on earlier, where an audit of all the voting materials took place early this morning. The aspirants and the officials on the ground decided to do a full-scale audit, and once they had reached the confidence that the materials were indeed sufficient, at least to start off, unfortunately they had consumed quite a bit of the voting time. Now, taking account the size of Mount Elgon constituency and the vast distances between the polling stations, we again consulted the aspirants, and unanimously, after consultation with all of them, it was agreed to defer Mount Elgon constituency voting to tomorrow to allow them to start early, deploy materials appropriately, and facilitate voting. Naturally, this hitch has meant that we adjust our position on Mount Elgon, because that of course includes votes for persons who might be running for positions that will run across the county. And the MPs and the MCAs all agreed to this, so Mount Elgon will proceed tomorrow. All voters are urged to turn out early because all materials are on the ground, and we envisage that we can complete this process very smoothly tomorrow. Now, I wish to also confirm that from yesterday's exercise, tallying has continued and is continuing in quite a number of areas. We're being very deliberate about this. We're being very careful with the tallying process, and I want to confirm that tallying is an exercise that is being conducted with the candidates' agents. The other important thing to note about tallying is that vote tallying is being done at the polling station. We are not carrying boxes of votes to any other location, and there's a simple reason for this. You want to have the tally come from source. Any movement opens up the process to credibility questions. That tallying at the polling station happens in the presence of the agents, and only when all agents are satisfied with the tally do we fill in the relevant forms, ask the agents to sign them, and one new step that's being taken now is the forms are being photographed on site using their mobile phones. This means that there's no opportunity for alteration of any of those forms as they move to the constituency tallying center. So you count your votes at the polling station and carry the form for tallying at the constituency. You may have realized it's taking a bit of time, but I've noticed also there's a parallel tally going on in most media houses where we're seeing a real-time ticker count of votes in various constituencies where your teams are monitoring. This is all very well, but of course the official results can only be generated at constituency level, and if it is for governors, at county level, and thereafter remitted to us. So having said that, much of they're trickling in slowly. I do have results, partial results, I should say, from Bomet County first, and I would like to announce these. We have results for Bomet East. Allow me to announce the top 3 candidates. And this is for MP, Member of Parliament, Bomet East. Coming in third Majaliwa Jonathan, 4,931 votes. Closely followed by Mr. Bet Bernard at 5,733 votes. And coming in the top position was Kones Beatrice, who garnered 8,700 votes. So Beatrice Kones has been declared the winner of the Jubilee Party nomination at the Bomet East constituency. And this, of course, will mean that the results, once they're verified here, Beatrice Kones has been announced as a winner. Now, moving forward to Sotik constituency, we have in third place Ngetich Cecilia with 4,369 votes. We then have in second position Sigay Francis with 8,495 votes. And in first position, Kosgei Dominic Kipkoech with 9,790 votes. So Sotik constituency goes to Kosgei Dominic Kipkoech. Now moving on to ELGEYO MARAKWET County. Firstly, I would like to start with KEIYO South constituency. In third place, we have Wilson Kiprotich Kipsang with 3,621 votes. In second place, we have Gideon Kimayo Kipkoel with 11,354 votes. And in first place, we have Daniel Rono Kipkoske with 14,450 votes. So KEIYO South goes to Daniel Rono Kipkoske. Lastly, on this list in ELGEYO Marakwet County as well, I have results for Marakwet East constituency. In third place, Sami Letema Chengwanyi with 4,986 votes. Samuel Cheboy in second place with 6,736 votes. And in first place, Kipsang William Kipkemoy with 10,587 votes. Marakwet East therefore goes to Kipsang William Kipkemoy. As these results continue to come in, we will continue to update you. I know a lot of these results will have been heard when they were announced at the constituency level, but as you know, our constitution requires us to confirm the results and also complete certain paperwork on our end, and thereafter issue interim certificates to these candidates who have won the various positions. Thank you very much to our teams on the ground again, to our very patient staff who are continuing the tallying, to the candidates and their agents for supporting this exercise continually. Thank you. I can take one or two questions if there are any. Yes, the lady in front.
There seems to be an issue in Kirinyaga. At what point will we be able to know the direction? I'm saying, my voice is a bit low. I'm saying there seems to be an issue in Kirinyaga. At what point will we know, because the information that was there earlier is not the information that people are getting now, and there is even an apology from a section of the media. So do you have any indication as to how Kirinyaga is going officially?
Well, as I said, the continuous tally, I only see it from media. What we get is the final results once they have been compiled and the returning officer confirms the same. I suppose there is a danger with the parallel tally that some media houses are doing, in that you have to make sure your information is accurate. That apology, I'm told, was from a media house who got their mathematics a little bit wrong, and on our part, we don't really know what that position is. Okay, just a correction. This should be Marakwet West. Should be West. I did announce Marakwet East. Marakwet East was Kipsang William Kipkemoy. Did you all get that? It should be West, I'm told. Okay, it is Marakwet West, sorry. You can see sometimes when the compilation goes on, it's not only the media houses that get that wrong. So it is confirmed as West. Okay, I apologize. Right next to that media house, I got it wrong. It's Kirinyaga. The other thing I wanted to say about Kirinyaga is, if tallying is still going on, we would hesitate to start giving partial updates on Kirinyaga. Apart from watching the TVs, I cannot declare the final tally until I actually see official information. So if there's any information going out there, forgive me for not speculating on that information, and I would rather we all hold our horses until we come here to get an announcement, or the returning officer, at the very least, at county level, is able to make an announcement. Now, if Kirinyaga, as I recall, is a governor's rate, you will appreciate that you have to go through all the Kirinyaga constituencies, get their results right at constituency level, take them to the county returning officer, and only the county returning officer can tally and announce. So you can imagine, for governor's races, there's that extra step that you have to take at county level before you're able to announce. The same goes for senators, and the same will go for women's reps. So we need to be very cautious about this sort of exercise. So I hope we are clear.